Wepener lies at the foot of the Jammerberg. The mountain separates this forgotten Free State outpost from its neighbor, Lesotho. It is from this mountain that the town's Boer hero, Commandant Lou Wepener, launched an attack on the Basotho kingdom of Mosresh in the late 1800s. A century on, bravery meant something else. For Jeremiah Matli, who was born in the black, hidden part of town, bravery meant using the mountain of his childhood as a route out to join Umkhonto with Sizwe.
He started as a warder in Angola at Quatro, the first official ANC detention center. After advanced training, he went to Lusaka to prepare to re-enter South Africa.
I was amongst a unit which was to conduct military activities here at home. So while during our stay in Lusaka, I got into a national, and then I was arrested by our security guys. But at the detention center called RC, instead of being questioned about my behavior as such, as to what led to the fight between me and the Zambian, instead I was questioned about the meetings we were attending, which were organized by the late Comrade Krisani.
Before the arrest, he was part of preparing for the historic 1985 Kabwe conference, which was to develop a code of conduct for all ANC members, including the treatment of detainees. Central to the new code were complaints about the security department, which had become a law unto its own, and its infamous detention center, Quatro, or Camp 32.
They would beat me under because they used the ropes here on this part of the foot. Then I was hanging upside down. The head was facing down. The feet were up. Then they would beat me under the feet with that thick pin. And then they would kick me on the face. I think that's how I sustained the injury on the jaw.
Matli was returned to Angola, widely seen as the dumping ground for ill-disciplined or injured cadres, as well as those suspected of being enemy agents. By this time, he had fathered 2 sons with an Angolan woman, Busha, whom he was living with. It was a semi-civilian life, dependent on monthly allowances from the ANC. And it was after a fight about one such allowance, which he had not received, that Matli was detained again.
Yeah, at this center I was interrogated by Comrade Majosi with his crew. That's where I sustained these injuries, which I cannot explain until today. Well, my kids usually ask me as to Daddy, what has happened here.
What did they do to you?
I was handcuffed. The other cuffs were here and then others were here. I would eat and do everything under those conditions. That means for the 3 months they kept me there.
How did such a culture develop in the ANC, where comrades were torturing comrades?
They knew the police of the organization. They were doing this on their own. Maybe because they had too much power. So the comrades who were ill-treating other comrades knew very well that was against the policy of the organization. But then, well, we couldn't say anything because if you happen to open your mouth, then you were in a big problem. So we used to shut up. But we were sure that when we arrived at home, we were going to expose these things.